Hey, I'm Vic from Shordee Generators. I'm going to introduce you to my friend from Shocker Pass, Steve. How are you, Steve? Steve, can you explain to me what this is, Shocker Edge?
Shocker Edge is the newest technology in diesel engine safety, which also works for gasoline engines. In the industry, positive air shutoffs have been around for 60 years. It's been the only way to do it. It's reactive to a problem. Your engine runs away on hydrocarbons, and you have to stop the airflow to shut the engine down, keep it from dynamiting in your environment. This one is proactive to it. We read the hydrocarbon molecules in the air, and when we see enough of it, we warn the operator that something's going to happen. When it gets a high enough concentration of hydrocarbons where it's flammable and dangerous to the engine, we shut the engine off before it can go into a runaway state. Once the engine's gone in a runaway state and it's burning the hydrocarbons in the air like methane, butane, propane, anything like that, you can't stop it unless you shut the air to it. But if you're proactive enough and shut everything off before it happens, then you don't have a problem. No stress on your engine, no moving parts, a lot easier on your equipment. This display sits in your operator's cab, or in the event of a generator like behind me, it would be inside so you can see what goes on. That is your screen running. Everything's normal on it as long as it says monitoring, life is working fine. Data screen, if something happens, you can see for 24 events exactly what happened with the machine, the truck, the car, whatever you've got this on, it has a data log. Where the old methods of positive shutoffs, there's no data logging and no accountability to it. So this one provides the operators with an accountability. Back to the home screen for everything else in there, and that tells you what's going on. So this is our test gas. Traditional old gas monitoring has very expensive bump gas or test gas. Can cost you, a can like this can cost you $500 to $5,000, depending on the exotic mix of it. If you get into some fancy methane, propane mixtures, it's expensive. So ours is cheap. We only have to test our system once every 4 months. It self-calibrates, adjusts to the humidity and temperature around you, which the old style stuff does not. So this one's completely operator friendly. Operator does not have to interact with it. Maintenance guys, once every period 4 times a year, just do a simple test to it. This is a straight hydrocarbon, I'm going to admit, and it's just like a butane, a methane, or anything. And I just down here, spray it down here. The sensor sits in here. We're going to scoop the air up. I'm just going to read it back in here. Now, that picked up, when it turns red, that shuts your engine off, shuts you down. Also, we can drive audio-visual alarms for you, hence that red light. We can also drive a positive air shutdown, so you can have both. So you shut the engines down. So it is the newest and safest thing on the market for diesel engine safety. I also mentioned it does work on gas. Before, there was no method to control gas backfiring, so you always have to leave gas out of the danger zone on gas-rich plants and stuff like that. This works on gas engine, will stop a gas engine from backfiring, which is an ignition source in a cloud you don't want. And again, you can see in there the accountability. It just logged the test, so if you came back to your generator like this and it wasn't running, you could go in there and tap it and say, oh, while I was gone, it got 5 or 6% methane, enough to shut it down.
This can be used down at all the gas plants?
Any place where hydrocarbons are present.
Yep.
And you'd be surprised where you find hydrocarbons in life. They're all around us. Humans emit methane all day long. Not enough to blow you up, but you can find it underground in mines.
Yep.
You find it in oil and gas, petrochemical. Anybody that's making chemicals from petroleum products, high in hydrocarbons. Hence the accidents that are all out there.
So we can hook this up to any, like basically passenger vehicles, industrial vehicles, commercial vehicles, earth-moving vehicles, generators, anything with a combustion engine?
Anything with an internal combustion engine, whether it's a 1-cylinder engine,
yep,
or a 32-cylinder engine.
Right.
As long as it's breathing air, that's all we need to see, is the air it's breathing. Now, if you're stocking a prime power in a building or a standby generator in a building, and you're underground with it, you have natural gas in that building because there's gas feed to it for heat. So if you have a pipe burst inside or leak inside your building, that generator can run away on that. Even if it's getting a fresh air feed from outside, it can still suck hydrocarbons in. So yeah, it's going to protect prime power on a building from the natural gas that's brought into the building for heat. If it was to have a leak, it could affect the generator as well. And anywhere outside, you can, agricultural even is a high emitter of methane. Anybody around a feedlot, cattle emit a lot of methane, hence the government trying to regulate them. But they will set these systems off, feedlots, because it's there, and they will make an engine run away. A cow manure pile will make an engine start to exhibit runaway symptoms. So it can be used well in any kind of generation. And you got to remember, there's two types of methane, or two types of hydrocarbons. There's petroleum and there's natural, from rotting plants and everything like that. Muskeg, muddy riverbeds are a prime spot for methane emissions.
Well, I learn something new every day. No, thank you for that, Steve. We really appreciate it. At Shordee Generators, we are supplying that to Saskatchewan, so it'd be nice to see you guys.